Hello, you lovely, lovely people. Again, welcome back. I just want to get this bollocks out of the way. As when you hear these people who are living in the Philippines and they say you need at least a minimum of $2,500 a month, it's absolute. It is. It's twaddle. It is bollocks, people. Really, it is. So take no notice of that. Either they are spinning a yarn or they are living some kind of, I don't know, to need that amount of money every month. If you're on a British pension, you get around about 80,000 pesos a month. For a full British pension is about 80,000, somewhere around that margin, give or take with the exchange, obviously. But when these people are saying, "No, you need this, you need that," you will not survive in the Philippines for less than 2,500 American dollars a month. I've never heard so much shit in my life, people. I haven't, honest to God. I haven't, really. We don't spend anywhere near that amount. And it's not because we can't, it's because we don't need to. We go, grocery shopping once a week into Save-A-More. Like amongst other places, the Friendly Mart. And I'm looking at a big spider that's on my son's slide. I'll see if I can show you. If you can see it. Let me see. Oh, where's the slide at? Look. Can you see it? Look at that. Fucking hell. I don't know what that is, people. Maybe you look and you see it? Ooh. Anyway, he's not bothering me because he's nowhere near me. I think he's harmless. I wouldn't kill him anyway, you don't need to. They don't come anywhere near you. I think they're more afraid of you than you are of them. But getting back to these pensions, you don't need any. You could survive here easily on your pension, easily. Now, what I would stipulate and advise is have some savings. So, yes, I mean, if you want to, you've just got a pension, yeah, by all means, give it a shot. But you've got to think of the plan for the things that might happen, which is, of course, because being from the UK, we have the NHS. A lot of you people knock it, but it's there. It's there, and I've never really had to use it, but it's free. Yes, you got long waiting lists and blah blah blah, but they've got the equipment, they've got the doctors, and it's free. That's the only thing here that is really, really different, is the medical care. So I would suggest having some kind of savings just in case you need it. Hopefully you don't, but it's good to have that comfort blanket, if you like. Now I've been here now 8 years. I think it's 9 years in May, or is it 8 years in May? 8, 9, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 years in May. This May coming will be 8 years I've been here. I think it might be 9 years. I've lost track. Who cares? And would I do it again? I would, in a heartbeat. I've had no calamities here as such, apart from when I first came, but that was me being green, If you're green here, you're bound to get stung. But on the whole, I love the Philippines. I do, really. And I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you people. I'm saying it because I do. If I didn't, put it that way, if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I simply wouldn't be here. With your pension, just put it this way, right? What would your pension get you back in the UK? Nothing. That's why they struggle. And from what I've heard as well on the news is that Starmer, Mr. Starmer, he's cutting back on cold winter payments for pensioners as well. You've got to qualify for something to get it. What a bunch of... man. Here, you don't need that cold weather payment for a start. You don't need that because it's never cold here, really. I've never been cold. And your outgoings here is much less. Your biggest outgoing here would be your rent. And that's the truth. If you're renting a place here, that's going to be your biggest outlay per month. Your food, if you're on your own, just depends on, what you want to eat. And this is not a budget video, because I think budget videos is a bit pointless, because what it costs us would probably not be the same for you. So I think me doing a budget video is pointless, people. I just want to get through to people that you can live here comfortably on what I said, on 80,000 pesos a month. We do spend that sometimes, I must admit, but it's not often, because like I said, we don't have to. Um, we spent a lot of money when we're doing the house. I'm saying a lot of money in the Philippines. Back home is like peanuts, really. And it was just like every day or every couple of days was like outlay, outlay, outlay. But now it's almost done. It's difficult to actually spend that kind of money, like 80,000 a month. It's difficult. It is really. Once you've got everything that you want or you need, then I just can't see what you would need more than that money for, to be honest with you. Now, granted, it depends on what part of the Philippines that you live, and I mean for rent, because I think the prices of food, the prices of materials are round about the same. The price of fruit, I think, is more expensive in Manila way, because they haven't, compared to here. Fruit here is, it's absolutely, it's pennies, people. It really is, it's pennies. Um, but things like vegetables that you might like. Now, you might think, because we live in a province, that we can get fresh vegetables. Well, yes, there is a market here. It's very rare that they are fresh. And I'm being honest here. Very rare that we can get them fresh. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But there is a place where we go on Saturday mornings, and it's just a big there's no meat there. It's all fruit and vegetables, and it's there from Friday till Saturday night. Now we normally get there Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. It's a bit pricey, but we can 9 times out of 10 get fresh vegetables. You do pay through the nose for like cauliflower and broccoli when you can get it, and also when potatoes. I don't know what they are. I don't know what brand they are, but they certainly aren't Maris Pipers, my friends. They certainly aren't that, or King Edwards. They not. And most of the potatoes I get here are full of blight, what they call blight. It's just terrible. But I like potatoes, so I put up with it. I don't really eat that much rice. My son doesn't either. He doesn't eat much fish. He's really like a foreigner, really, truly. He likes foreign food. Now, that would probably, because we got no rent, we got this house, we got our taxes that we pay every year, and the same bills that everybody else has, if you're renting or not, which is your utility bills. Our electric is around about, again, this is not a budget, I'm just saying. Our electric is around about 2,000 pesos a month. Sometimes it goes up to 2.5. It has gone to 3 before when we've used the electric oven when we slow cooking something. Because if you buy beef here, you have to slow cook it for several hours. If you're interested in getting a bit of tenderness, unless you pay through the nose for premium stuff, which I don't miss beef that much, to be honest with you. I was never a big meat eater when I was back in England anyway. A bit of chicken's good enough for me. Pork sometimes. But I see only too often when people say, you can't live there on that. You can't live. You can. Seriously. My wife could probably live on 1,000 pesos a week. Honestly, because of what she eats. And not because she has to, that's the kind of food that she likes. She likes the bullard, she likes the ginamo, she likes the fish that come around from the fish vendors here. And the vegetables are here, ready for her. It doesn't bother her if she has potatoes or carrots, as long as she's got a kangkong and this okra. My wife lives more healthier than I do. God's honest truth, people. She's one of the most healthiest eaters I've known. She, if there's fried chicken going, she'd have a little bit, but then she wouldn't have fried chicken again for another week. Where me, if I had fried chicken, I eat it every day. Heart attack job, high cholesterol, high blood. But luckily, I'm okay at the moment. So the doctor tells me here. And again, people say here medical care is expensive. Now, depending where you are. Now, when my wife had our first child, right, everyone was saying, oh, it's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cost a lot. But the people here were saying, no, Stephen, it's very cheap. It's cheap here in the hospitals. And do you know what it cost us? Seriously. And my wife was there for 3 days. She was and it was her first. She was there for 3 days. And it cost less than 12,000 pesos. And that was for everything. Everything. I mean, you can't knock that, can you? But then someone said to me, their wife gave birth to a child and they was in Cebu or Manila or something, and it cost them a heck of a lot more than that. Now, I think, like I said, it depends where you are. People might argue that the best hospitals are in Cebu and northwards, towards Manila. They're probably right. I'm not going to argue the toss with that because they're probably right. Here, the doctors are good, but I think they lack the equipment. Even the local people who's got a few quid, when they get a checkup or they have to go for tests, they just jump on an airplane and go to Cebu. So that says something if the local people go there. Touch wood, never really had to spend a lot of time in hospital apart from the accident on the bike and smashed me lung up. I just, but that didn't, I think that cost me, and that was there for a week, backwards and forwards. I think that cost about 26,000 pesos. And I had a drain put in and all that malarkey. But still, like I said, relatively, in fact, bloody damned inexpensive. So your rent is going to be your biggest expenditure, I would say. Now, I know many foreigners love air conditioning. Because we got high ceilings, our roof is very high. And where we are, it's our location, it's cool. It's very, very cool here. We don't need aircon. So we just have electric fans. And I've never sweated out in the house. Never. Only when there's a brownout. And then when there's no electric fans, I do sweat out. But then I put the generator on. And, what about generator? What happened? Oh, stupid me. Stupid again. We had a brownout, right? It was a few weeks ago. And it was, it was for a long time. So I put start the generator up. And I was doing a bit of work on the tiles, right? So I was cutting tiles with an angle grinder. So anyway, started it up. And it's only a small generator. It's only enough for our ref and internet, TV. It runs everything like that. The thing it doesn't run is grinders, right? And it doesn't run, it doesn't run our electric shower. But I wanted to cut this tile. I had the generator on and all the house was running on it. And I started the generator, went like that. Oh man, it blew me router. It blew the router, the PLDT router. It didn't blow, so it didn't work, or there was no lights. All the lights came on, but after 20 minutes, and this was all the time, you'd lose internet. You wouldn't lose the lights on the router, but you lost the internet. You had to restart it. Anyway, I phoned PLDT up, and I said, I think there's something wrong with the router. And they said they did the test on the line. Oh, your line's good. I said, yeah, I think it's a router. Anyway, 3 weeks later, about that time, the guy come out, and do you know something? He's so good. I told him the truth. I said, look, I think I blew with the generator. I said, I put the angle grinder on him, and I said it knocked off on the generator, but I said, I think the surge got through and blew it. And he was all right. He just changed it free of charge. But yeah, so if you got I think ours is a 1.5 kilowatt hour. It's only a small generator, and it uses about a litre of gasoline every 2 or 3 hours. It sips it. Don't do what I did. Just wait till the electric comes on before you start using power tools. That was terrible. I thought, oh no, I need the internet. And here, it's not like back home where you can just plug in a router and configure it. Here, it's not. They got to set it up to the PLDT and all that. They got to send a code to the office and all that, and then they wait and you get it back, and then it's paired up to your PDLT. So, but Besides that, I'm going to sit down on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor, people, because I've hurt my back. I've hurt my back. And I hurt my back. Do you know what? You know, when you get older, you can fucking sneeze, can't you? And you can like knock a disc out. I haven't knocked a disc out, but I don't know what I did today. I think I shut the van door and I did it in a twist. Oh, fucking back went, didn't it? Soon, it'd be like, because you get old, you get more injuries. Soon I'll open the fucking packet of crisps and knock a disc out. You watch. Terrible. Mind you, I've been pushing the limits, working. I've been working solidly for the last 2 months on these tiles. But it's looking good though, people. Look, it's all grouted now and everything. There's my dog though. It's all grouted and everything now. Anyway, you don't see my tile in there. But getting back to this, you don't need $2,500, people. You don't. I don't see why you would need that amount of money. Even the Dumagetti boys, and I know a couple of people in Dumagetti, and they pay about 15,000, 16,000 pesos a month rent, and they don't spend that amount. Some claim they do, and they might. Used to know. But generally speaking, average Joe Blogs wouldn't need anywhere near that. See, 80,000 pesos with your full British pension is more than enough to live here. Put it this way. You'd have a better life out here on your full state British pension than what you would in the UK, wouldn't you? Because they giving it all to the to the asylum seekers. That's a story for another time. That's it, people. It's just me ranting on, isn't it? But I just had to get that off my chest because I'm sick and tired of seeing these channels that say, you don't come to the Philippines unless you've got this. Don't come to the Philippines unless you've got that. If you do, you're not going to succeed. You're going to fail. It's bollocks, people. Honest God, it's bollocks. I've been here for 8 years nearly. 9 years. I'm losing track of time. I think I'm losing my marbles as well. But I'd do it all again. People say, would you do it again? Would you come back? I said, yeah, I would. I've had no... I can't say the Philippines has done me wrong at all. In fact, when I see some of these people live, these humble people who live round here, I think it's brilliant how they can live on nothing. How my wife couldn't live on nothing, and it's like it's just like a lesson to learn that you don't need copious amounts of money. You don't need all of these materialistic things like we go for in the West, and get ourselves into debt for and pay for the next 1,000 years the credit that we normally have in the UK. Here, you don't, unless you're in competition with another Filipino, with another foreigner, and that happens here. Foreigners are in competition with everybody else, with their foreign friends. They buy a big house, that one gets a bigger house. He gets a car, they get a bigger car. So they bring their silly Western ways here. It's ridiculous, really. Who cares what car you got? Who cares how big your house is? Who cares? Who cares how much your 3-piece cost? Who cares? It doesn't matter. I don't give a toss about any of that no more. I used to. Anyway, people, that's it. Fucking hell, I need some tramadol or something. I don't think I can get it back up from here. I'll be able to turn this video off. I'll probably fucking lie here all night. And she won't know because she's asleep in bed. Fucking hurts that, people. It does, it hurts. See you next time, you lovely lot. Have a bloody good day wherever you are. And I hope I can get up from where I am. I'm going to turn the camera because you don't want to hear me screaming in pain like a girl trying to get up. See ya.